I'm Jack Jones and I want a divorce. We both have our name on our family home, but I want a divorce. I'm not sure if I should fight to keep it. I think we have some equity in it, but I'm not sure. Should I just let her have it?
Jack, I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through a divorce. It's really a tough time for you. My name's Denise Ruiz, and I'm with Team Wilson and Century 21 Premier. And, a lot of times what we tell clients is that it's no longer the family home. The family home dissolved when you decided that you were looking for a divorce. The house has probably had a lot of deferred maintenance. There may be some equity in it. A lot of times you're better off going ahead and selling the home now, and this way you can make that clean separation and you can each go your own separate ways.
What can I do to make sure my children aren't hurt in this divorce?
Hi, Jack. I'm Carrie Valdez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a Love and Logic parent trainer. I want you to know first that the children are going to be hurt in this. There's no way for the kids not to be hurt. They feel what you feel when you go through a divorce. They feel what your wife and their mother is going to feel. So it's grief and loss that they're dealing with. The best thing to do is to not put the kids in the middle of the situation, though. So don't talk to your ex through the children. Don't talk bad about your ex. Keep yourself in check as best you can. Are you grieving too much on your own? Are you talking too much to the children about what's going on? Recognize in you when it's time for you to get help, and do your best to recognize in the children when it's time for them to get help. And by help, I mean counseling or some extra support outside of you and your family. But this is a very stressful time for them, so you need to nurture each other through the process.
What documents should I get copies of before asking for a divorce?
Jack, that's an excellent question. Judd Pyatt worked with New York Life as a financial services professional, and a lot of times when we're working with our clients, especially those who are going through a divorce, the first documents that they want to take a look at are their insurance policies, checking the beneficiaries, making sure they have those all ironed out. Look at their investment accounts. Also, maybe take a look at their savings or any type of bank accounts that you do have. And the last thing you want to look at are any credit card statements or anything like that, so that once everything's finished, you can go through and get those all cleared out of your name and her name as well.
What should I know about our finances and insurance before I ask for a divorce?
Jack, I'm sorry to hear that. We all gonna go through tough things in life. I'm Jerry Maynard with New York Life. Hopefully you've been working with a professional, someone who knows everything about your policies. We'd want to take a look at those, see which ones are joint, which ones are separate, and then see how we can separate the two households and get you set up so in the future we can make sure that everything is minimized as far as the damage is done for you, and then start rebuilding your life and your finances and putting everything in order. We'll look at your life insurance policies, check the beneficiaries, and then just take a snapshot of where you are today in case the divorce kind of gets ugly going down the road. We know where everything is, and we can put all the pieces in and make sure it's a fair and equitable split between you and your wife.
What should I be looking for when I interview attorneys?
I'm Donna Green of Green Family Law Office, and I am a divorce lawyer. And Jack, the mere fact that you're asking what sort of thing that you should be looking for when you interview a lawyer tells me that you're on the right track. The worst mistake that I think you can make is to meet with a single divorce lawyer and hire that person because you feel somehow obligated to do that. The relationship between a client and a lawyer is crucial. A divorce is typically a long process, and I advise people to find the attorney that they feel most comfortable with. At a baseline, you want to find someone who is qualified and experienced. There are many attorneys who are going to fit that bill, but what you want to find is the lawyer that you feel like you can work best with. And so I would advise you to interview a number of attorneys and make sure that you find the person that you feel is the best fit for you.
Should I make any changes to my tax status if I ask for a divorce?
G'day, I'm Dr. Friday and I'm your money doctor, and you're asking the right questions, because the one thing when happens with divorce, most people claim that they're married and zero on their tax returns or their W-2s, and guess what? When the divorce happens, no matter what time of the year, you are now single and zero for the entire year. So that makes a very big difference on your taxes, because usually you could end up paying some money. Also, make sure you get copies of past tax returns. Even call the Internal Revenue Service and find out if you owe for the past few years of taxes. Very, very important, because a lot of times people just assume that taxes have been filed and that they have been paid and there's no outstanding balance. And that could cause a big difference, because whenever the courts say, oh, he's going to pay this or she's going to pay that, the IRS doesn't care. To be honest with you, you're responsible, and whoever has the money and whoever has access to money, they're going to get it.